Hi everyone, my name's Gary and this is Small Scale Big Dreams. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so here we are. After 12 months, maybe even 18 months of improvements and upgrades, I managed to get the 9F out on the track. So I think last time I left you, we were looking to do a steam test, which she's passed absolutely fine. I've had 3 trips out to the club since then, getting some running in. Initial report is everything is good. So you may or may not remember, and there's some videos on the channel about it. We did all new valves, so I've remachined all those, and I showed you how I did them. New lubrication system, and a number of other changes, cutting in for the other side of lubrication. Let's say a pair of brand new valves in there now. Reset the timing, new combination levers that I kindly had machined for me by a supporter of the channel, and also a load of information provided as well by another member. Thank you again, Noel. But it's all come good. So she's passed a steam test. So all she had to do for that was getting steam, safety valves checked. 2 ways of getting water into the boiler. So she's fitted with 2 injectors. She's also got an axle pump and an emergency or, quite a useful utility hand pump in the tender. And all that went perfectly fine. And I took her out to the track, and you're going to see sort of a collage of 3 visits I've done with her. It's not been all completely plain sailing. So after the first run, she seemed to run fantastically. There's a couple of issues, but we'll put some footage on for you now, let you see all that, let you see her doing what she should be doing, and then we'll come back to some of the issues we faced, and I'll talk you through them. Cheers, right, enjoy. engine. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed all that. It was fantastic taking the engine out again. It's been such a long time, and I'm very happy with what the work we've done and how it's gone and how she's running now. Now, there were a couple of issues, and unfortunately, there's a reason why there's not a massive amount of running footage of her. One, I was too busy keeping an eye on everything, making sure that she was doing what she should be doing. And two, we had a couple of issues I'd sort out that cut some of the running sessions short. So the first running session went very well. I've picked up a couple of issues. One being there's a non-return valve up here for the lubricator. I've got a spare one, and maybe we'll take it on the bench when we talk about a few other things. I've got to replace that. So that was one of the issues. This one, non-return valve, was the old one from the original setup it had. I should have changed it back then. I haven't. Got to do it now. So there you go. One of the other issues was with the pony truck. So down here, there's it's a 210 9F class Evening Star. The 2 is the little bogies at the front here. You can't quite see them. I'll bring you in a bit closer. A couple of bolts have fallen out, and part of the bogie had come adrift on sort of maybe the last run of the first session. So I brought her home. I rolled her off this stand just off the front so I can get lots of access, and rebuilt it and put it back on. Unfortunately, I've rebuilt it wrong. So there's a bogie bolster that takes the weight of the pony truck, or help take the weight of the front of the engine up here. And there's 2 channels that it should run in, and that should allow you left and right swing to allow it to go around the curves, and it guides you through the curves and track work and everything else. When I rebuilt it, I hadn't realised that the bogie bolster itself had actually moved. So she would go very well round one way, but she wouldn't the other, and she kept derailing. So that was the second time around, which was a bit frustrating. So I brought it back again, and I had it all adrift again, refitted the bogie bolster. You have to take all the front of this sort of section out into the smoke box to get at it. So that was great fun. But a couple, rebuilt it again, secured it all together, did a bit of an improvement on whatever was in there. And then the third time was ready to test that, and that seemed to work absolutely fine. Really pleased with that. The third session was going so well. Unfortunately, though, I sheared the regulator, which is right back here. There's a linkage down the side of the engine, and again, I'll bring you in close and we'll talk about that. Just as I was getting in my stride, it snapped, which was quite exciting because obviously the engine was in quite a good flow at that time. Luckily, on these ones, the linkage is outside, and you can just push it there, and it closed the regulator because she was obviously in steam and in flight. So yeah, I managed to get it shut off, but I took that as an omen to say that's it for the day. That's all been replaced. It's just a 4BA with a bit of threaded bar. 4BA links to the controls at the back of the engine here, which allows you to basically drive the engine, sitting on the tender. So yeah, so there's non-return valve I've still got to change. There's a couple of things, checking on the lubricators again, just making sure they're doing what they should be doing. Change that at the back there for the regulator, and obviously the issue with the pony truck. Does it ever end? No, it doesn't. I can't imagine it ever will end. There's always going to be little bits and pieces you want to do to it. I'm going to take it around the engine now, and then I will look at some of the bits and pieces we're going to look at in the future, just because I've got some detailing stuff I'd like to go through and add to the engine. So yeah, I'll bring you in and we'll start looking at that. So very quickly, so this is the rod here. So it goes back, and I'll just push the camera back a touch more and you should be able to see. So basically there's your throttle. You've got your reverser down here as well. So that's forwards, backwards. That's your reverse, your regulator, sorry. And then, so basically you pull that backwards, depending on which way you've got the reversing mechanism, goes forward or backwards. So yeah, so I was running around the third trip we've just done, and again, you're seeing the footage of that. Basically, I come around to the top end, and behind here, there's a thread that goes through the back portion of this. So like if we come a bit closer to this side, so you can imagine there's a thread here. I've got a securing knot on here. Basically, the back of the thread there snapped off clean. So clearly I must have been over enjoying myself, and I've just been a bit rough with it. It looked like from the thread base that it actually fatigued quite a while ago, and it's been slowly breaking. So anyway, I've changed this rod. I've got a new rod here to replace if I should need it. This one seems okay. Not that you could see the issue that we had with the other one anyway, because it had fatigued over time. But yeah, that was quite exciting. So luckily you can just push on there and you can basically push the regulator shut, because the regulator's in the dome in here. And Noel, our friend of the channel, will know more about regulators than I will at the moment, because he's rebuilding his. But yeah, so that cut the third portion short. It was just before I got the camera out to start doing a bit more running footage, but that's how it goes. So that was the regulator issue, and we'll move on. There's not really much I can show you for the pony, but we'll get a bit closer just in case you're not sure what I'm on about. I'll point at what I can. Well, this is an interesting angle I don't think many of you have seen before. So you've got your pony wheels here, and these are what guide the locomotive through the curves. Now, I run on ground level. You do get undulations in the track, so these are pretty key. It's not a track issue, although it does have a curve there that I can't get round when you come back onto the turntable section at the club. And again, you might have seen that in some of the running footage, and I will try and get some of it on the turntable, etc., going forward. So yeah, so basically under here, there's a bolster that helps support the weight. So the pony truck takes part of the weight of the engine at the front. You've got the cylinders and stuff up here. That had all come adrift, but it was all supported by basically the weight of the engine on the floor. It's not like I can pick this up, but I had to basically roll her off the front of this thing here and then re-wheeled the pony truck. And unfortunately, I got it wrong the first time. Lesson learned, and now she's all good. And then the third try, say, if it weren't for the regulator breaking, she'd have probably had a good couple of hours steaming. But well, there's always next time. So yeah, so that was a pony truck anyway, for those who've never seen a pony truck. But it's all sorted now, which is great news. So yeah, nice back in traffic. Really pleased. The modifications have made her a completely different engine. She's got way more power. There's a couple of, basically the entire railway we go to at Aero Wash, the model engineering site I belong to, is basically all more or less on some kind of gradient somewhere or other. She's more than powerful enough to deal with all that. I've also, as you've seen in the footage, had my daughter on the riding car behind as a kind of semi-load test. That was the second trip out when we had problems with the bogie, so she did keep derailing, but we seem to have sorted that now. Next time, it's go down there. Main key aim is take the engine down there, see if we can come away without any snags, any issues. But try and, probably have my daughter and my wife on a riding car, have Chris and the team who've done a lot of the footage for me for this video. So great big thank you to Chris there for that. And we'll be talking a bit more about Chris as time goes on. And he's also got a YouTube channel, which I'll link in the description to this video as well. If you go and check that out, my engine's been on it, his engine's been on mine, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's been great. It's been all worthwhile, it's fair to say. Okay, I've got these few issues with the pony truck, which I've sorted. I've got a non-return valve to change, and that's still in the bag. And now we're on to detailing. So I've got some bits and pieces I want to add in, and we'll probably save that for another video now. But yeah, really pleased with her. Big thank you to you all for your support over the last 12 months, 18 months, especially to those who have sort of supported directly. So a big thank you again for the combination levers. They work a treat. The engine sounds fantastic. Big thank you again for the information that the Noel provided. That was really useful, especially for the bogie, because obviously the design of the bogie that I had drawings for, which is less walnuts, is different to the Winton one. There's probably room for improvement on the Winton, and maybe that's a job for the winter while she's now in traffic and ticket and everything else. Also, we have sustained 1,000 subscribers, which is, I didn't think we'd get here. I'd hoped we would, but I never really thought it'd happen. I didn't know if I'd stick it out long enough to make that a probability. And we have. So big thank you to all the subscribers. I hope you really enjoy the content. We have a few things coming up. I'm going to make a short video next about my friend's rail motor. That'll come up in the next week or so, hopefully from this video, if everything goes okay. And then we've actually got some jobs on. So things like the manor, which it seems like a long time ago since I did an update on that. That's all still here. I am making some progress on it, and I could probably pull a video on the manor together relatively soon. Also, it seems to be sweet pea season. For those of you who don't know, sweet pea is a kind of starter, build your own 5-inch gauge locomotive, very popular. I know I'm the only person in model engineering who doesn't have a sweet pea, although I have several parts of them here. And I'll do, again, a video about, I've been helping one of my good friends, Barry, with his, made a piston for him. I've got some stills and stuff, and I'll just talk you through what we did for that. Very similar to the bobbin stuff. And that seems to have yeah, that seems okay. They've got some running footage of that. I'll put into its own video. I've also got the boiler of a Sweet Pea here as well, which will become a bit of a series probably. It's a very interesting machine in itself, but I'll leave that for next time, I think. So a big thank you to you all. Thank you for the 1,000 people who have subscribed to this channel. I'm really glad you enjoy it. Please feel free to comment, share, subscribe. Again, if you're not a subscriber, I've got interesting things to come up. Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for everything. I'll see you all soon.